Hello, everybody. Oop. Yes, we are on video. Hi. We are back on day 2 of this pastel painting of my puppy. And I'm trying a different setup. I did this with colored pencil, having my drawing on the table, and I've got a mount hooked to my easel. So I'm going to lay this a little flatter. I found yesterday as I had my arm resting against the drawing table, I was able to support for doing my pastel pencils. Whereas when I had it up on the easel, I was having to touch my hand to the board. Okay, I'm gonna switch this right over into time lapse and we'll get going. I'm gonna switch back to regular mode for a moment here because I want to try two things. I also have Cante Paris pastels. They're for doing larger areas. But I don't know if I have, well, this color could work for the top. They're just like chalk, like you draw on a board. And they tend to work for larger areas. I just thought I'd give it a shot. And then you can blend it in, smooth it. Because his fur is really light up here. It's going to be hard to differentiate. And let's do a few of the lighter spots, add into this. And mainly what I'm doing is I'm blocking in a lot of this. And getting the form. See, I can do bigger areas. If I had pan pastels, I'd be doing basically the same thing with the pan pastels. I'd be brushing them on. Let's try smoothing this out, maybe. Forcing it down into these. Into the sand. I'm not gonna fill up all the layers this way, but then he's got over here. But this is just another way. I've watched Jason Morgan do this. Fill in with Cante sticks when I first started watching him. I'm in no way, shape, or form a pastel artist. So I can maybe come back in and block in a few of these areas on this side. Excuse my hand if it's in your way, but I think this might help. Let's smooth these out, because he really does have very soft, supple fur. So we'll just use our finger. You could use a paper stub for blending if you wanted to, but we're just gonna smooth that right out. Same down here. I'm just smudging it down some so it's not so sharp, and then I can go back in and refine the edges. Alright, and that, and we can use a darker stick and just keep pick out these dark areas here, like so. I was looking at my color reference yesterday, and I noticed I was using blacks and grays in here, and they were burnt umbers, and I was kind of disappointed at the outcome. I'm going to switch to a little darker brown here to try to mix in to get that burnt umber. Let's see if we can, if I can get one of my stumps here. Preferably one that's not too messed up. This one doesn't have, this has blue on it. I don't know if you can wipe these off or not, but you can definitely blend in with these, soften up. And I'm also paying attention to following the directions of the fur in this. Ooh, yeah, see that put blue. That's the only thing I don't like about reusing these. I don't know if you can shave that off or pull off a layer of paper. I suppose you could probably sand it down and get that off of it. But anyways, then we got a little pastel there. So, and I don't want that black mark there. That was just a piece of the pastel that came off. Okay, and then we can cover over that later. Boy, I make a mess. Okay, just get that off the best I can. This is for my own wall anyways. Not that I don't want it, as good as I can do. Okay, I'm gonna go back to time lapse and you can watch. I just showing you, blocking in. Also, you watch your fur pattern, just like all the rest. You follow it out and around. Comes in from the eyes, meets in the middle, and begins to turn and go out around the head. Same with the nose. It starts to turn, goes over the bridge of the nose on the muzzle, and then out the cheeks into the back. And then again, the pattern of fur going this way. Now his ears are, there's no pattern. It is everywhere. I love his ears. They're so messy looking in this photo. They're really not that bad. He had just sat up from laying down. And you see he's got, in my photo, I've got his little chew bone. Okay, we're going to go back to time lapse now. Well, I am going to stop there. If anybody's curious, this is a piece of the divider paper that comes in the PastelMatt. I just cut it in half, put it on top of my drawing as I'm working to try to shield it so I don't make as big a mess. I'm going to be honest. I have this love-hate relationship with pastels. I love the looks. I love the blending, but I hate the process. I'm more of a, I want to get it done first stroke type person. Another thing is it's hard to get my mind off of wanting to match this side of the color to that side of the color. where in the photo reference, this side has reflected colors that almost gives it a greenish gray tint, where this side is reflecting more of a yellow-orange. But I think I'm getting there. I'm liking where I'm at, and I hope you're enjoying this. So that's going to end day 2, and I pray that you're being blessed by this, and you're able to take something from it by watching, you know, as I build up this color. Stepping away, I can see a lot of stuff that, you know, could possibly be changed. Now, like I notice this dip in the skull of the shape of the skull of my little puppy here needs to be shadowed a little more. And it's hard to get yourself to go to do that. You know, you're like, oh, I don't want to wreck it. I don't want to destroy what I've built. But, you know, if you want to get the layers right, you want a more exact reference or results. Another key thing is step back from the painting. Take a look at it. Take a little breather from it even, and see where it's going. As you can see right here, this stepping back, I can see a little more of the form in the reference photo, and which makes me want to deepen this up a little bit and work back into it a little more. Under here, his little eyebrow. My wife and I have always adored Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, and you know, life just took some twists and turns, and I gave up my kayak and my boat that I had so longed for. They were not brand new. The kayak was, but the boat wasn't. And I decided to sell them, also because of health reasons. I suffer with bad back and diabetes with I'm just looking at my reference, trying to pay attention. But anyways, as I was fishing out of my boat, my back would hurt severely standing on the deck of the boat, or even sitting in the seat. It would bother me. So I decided, you know, rather than invest more money into it this year to get it back on the water, that I would sell it. And I miss fishing. I miss it terribly. I would love to go. I'm sure I would suffer while doing it. But anyways, some of the money we went and my wife and I have been looking at puppies online, and he's a wonderful companion to me. Right now he's snoozing behind me, and it's just been a blessing to have him with me. He's inadvertently, he doesn't know it, but he has given me reason to go out and start walking again. And I've been walking him around the block every day and getting some exercise in on top of what I've always pushed myself to do anyways. But anyways, back to the drawing. I just added a little more, gave it a little more definition to get the shape of that brow in there. I still see differences that I would prefer. It's just, I don't want to cover up all the little white areas, but, you know, I can always go back in Because you can see right here where the brow is, their little eyebrows. That's why doggies can melt your heart, because they got that little eyebrow. And they can give you sad puppy eyes when they want something, especially your popcorn at night while you're watching TV. Well, this is definitely an adventure, and it's different from my airbrushing. I don't know when I will be returning to airbrushing, hopefully soon. Drawing this did aggravate that, I don't know what it is. It's not arthritis, but it's right in this joint here, travels up to here, makes the finger stiff, sore, especially in the morning. My wife found something online that kind of matches what it is, or what I feel, but I don't know if that's what it is. The doctor seems to think it's not, but it is affecting other fingers too, so maybe it is. And the general diagnoses and reason for it is overuse. Get that? Overuse. Huh. You use your fingers every day. What am I supposed to use? But anyways, just wanted to do a little more. And I'll tell you, I could benefit from a camera to do this recording rather than my phone, because this just tears up my phone terrible. And I get 4K video out of it, but still, it's killing me to sit there and 2 hours long upload at night to get just a 48-minute video. No, I don't have green light. Okay, God bless y'all. Thanks for joining. Be back for day 3, hopefully soon.